trees at your home can not only beautify your landscape, but provide shade and delicious fruit.
Hi, I'm Andrew Willick. I'm the guest services representative here. Welcome to the Fruit and Spice Park. We are the only ethnobotanical park in Florida, which means the relationship between people and plants. All these plants in this park have a story, help us adapt to where we are, help mankind get to where we are.
Learn how to grow some of your favorite fruit and spices at home, even if you have limited outdoor space, on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Today we're in search of design inspiration as we indulge our senses with the beauty, flavor, and scents found at the Fruit and Spice Park. Today we'll learn what it takes to grow your favorite fruit trees at home, give your landscape a great scent with the right spices, bring life to your balcony with some greenery, and much more. Andrew, welcome to SoFlo Home Project. It's great to have you here with us today.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Welcome to the Fruit and Spice Park.
So the Fruit and Spice Park here at the Redland, this is a really exciting episode because we don't normally get to kind of get out in nature. And let's give our viewers, I want to get a little bit of background on the Fruit and Spice Park.
Well, the Fruit and Spice Park is a heritage park in the Miami-Dade County Parks and Recreation and Open Spaces system. We have about 37 acres.
Wow.
So you're welcome to eat whatever you find on the ground as long as you know what it is. That part is very important because there are fruits out here that are just ethnobotanical, not edible.
Okay.
No picking from the trees and no taking any fruits out of the park. Because if we let everybody come, then there'll be nothing for people to try.
Of course. So right now we're standing under a specific tree.
Yeah. Well, this is actually one of my favorite fruits in the park. This is a Rollinia. So the Rollinia ripens a couple times a year, once around now and another time in August, and the fruit will turn completely yellow on the outside, and you eat the inside meat and it'll taste like a lemon meringue pie.
Oh, so this is not quite ripe yet.
Not yet, no, but we do have some like on the cut-up table.
Let's go check that out. And while we're at it, I wanted to talk about how many different species, how many different types of fruit can you find here at the Fruit and Spice Park?
So we have over 500 herbs, spices, nuts, and fruits here in the park. And they are all spread out through 5 different regions in our park, including our South American section, Africa section, our Australian section, Asian section, and our Mediterranean section.
Wow, and so they all can grow here in this climate.
Yeah, we're blessed to be subtropical, so we're able to grow a lot of cool things from around the world.
Very interesting. So you prepared an assortment of things from us from right here at the Fruit and Spice Park.
Yeah, the tree we're under is in the Annona family, that's the Rollinia. I don't have a Rollinia to show you, but we have its cousin, custard apple.
Oh, custard apple. So what is that? Is it different than a traditional apple?
There's a lot of fruit in this park with the word apple. They're not actually apples. But they are called that just because some people could think it could look
maybe
like
a little
an apple.
of the shape. Yeah.
So we have our red custard apple here and our yellow custard apple here. And they are both in the Annona families and have a similar taste to cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
Strawberry cheesecake.
So we're talking about healthy stuff, but you're giving me all these cues of lemon meringue pie and cheesecake. Sounds delicious. This looks like a banana, but again, might not be.
It is a banana. So this is the Goldfinger banana.
So with the flavor of this particular one, is it more of a sweeter taste?
It's a sweeter taste and less acidic than the ones you tend to find in the grocery stores.
Ah.
And the cool thing about this plant is the plant's only about 5 to 6 feet tall. So for anyone who's trying to grow a banana at their house, Goldfinger is a really good one for that.
What other types of fruit can thrive in a homeowner's residence if they live in South Florida?
Well, there's quite a bit. The one I normally suggest is things like tomatoes. We have a variety of tomato here called the Everglades tomato that grows for anybody.
Are these tomatoes actually that I'm looking at?
That's the Everglades tomato.
So now can we sample this?
Of course.
Okay, great. I'm going to take one. Very delicious.
Yeah, it's a sweet tomato.
So now I'm going to go to something that I do not recognize. What is this that I'm looking at here?
That's a rose apple.
Ah,
so it's called that for a few reasons. If you smell it, it's going to smell just like a rose, and it tastes like a flower.
Wow, it really does have a fragrant floral scent.
And that's one of our easier
Wow.
trees to grow here in the park. It will sprout within a few days of planting the seed, and within a few years you'll have fruits.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
a very gorgeous flower too as well.
Next, over here.
The brown one is Sapodilla sapote. That's another tree that's very easy to grow. If you go throughout like Little Havana or anything, you'll see these trees everywhere over there.
So we have saved, I'm hoping, the best for last.
Oh, of course.
Yes?
Yeah, this is our Rollinia, my favorite fruit.
And that would be what we were just looking at
That was the one
earlier.
we're right next to, yeah.
So this is sort of the inside view. I'm just gonna take a little piece just to make it easy, bro. Oh, wow.
It's super good.
This is really, really good.
Oh yeah, and it's easy to grow too.
I love this. And what's so great about coming here is that you can do a tasting tour and really just decide
get
if it's
to-
something
yeah.
new and different.
If you have limited space and you only want a certain fruit, this is a great place to come and try those fruits.
Yeah, no, I love it. Sort of like a showroom for fruit. We go to showrooms for
Exactly.
design, we're picking out stuff for the home, you're picking out stuff for your yard.
Exactly.
Come here. Coming up, we learn how to spice things up in your yard and what to watch out for on SoFlo Home Project.
SoFlo Home Project is sponsored in part by Eldorado Furniture. Looking to refresh your home? Visit us online at EldoradoFurniture.com or a showroom near you.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm John with USA Windows and Doors, and today we are visiting a job site. We're installing new impact windows.
And what I want to pay attention to here is the conditions of the pre-existing window that the homeowner had. As you can see, there is some mold that's growing on here. You can technically see right here, there's water infiltration, which eventually will seep into the drywall, will start bubbling out here, and then that's when you can see it. And another thing is, look at this window. I can't, John, can you help me here?
It doesn't open. Oh.
Yes, it does. I wanted to open the window. As you saw, it was very hard to open, so it's not very functional. But I wanted to point out all the debris that's inside of here, all the mold that's growing inside of there. So this homeowner decided to replace this window that's not functional, it's not good for their home, with a brand new impact window. And what we have here, it's already during the process, the first two windows were put in. These are arched windows. And look at the difference. With this window, I have an obstructed view with grids. And with this window, I have a nice clear opening that I can see outside, and I have an unobstructed view.
This is an older home in the Gables, and what we did, we replaced all the rotten wood, all the mold that was in the wall. We replaced everything. There's no more old wood, no rotten wood, everything is brand new.
So this new window is going to be going into the existing opening. It's all made to size, and it's a impact window that is meeting today's code. Now that is important because a lot of impact windows have been around for a long time, and code has changed over time. It's important that you have a window that meets today's code.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows and doors today? Call USA Windows and Doors.
Or visit us at our website at usawindowsanddoors.com.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour here through the Fruit and Spice Park with Andrew Willick, guest services representative here at the Fruit and Spice Park. Andrew, so before the break, we got to sample, we got to talk a little bit about the types of fruit that's grown here. But you had mentioned there are several regions within the park, and now we are in a greenhouse in one of those regions.
Yes, we are. We are currently in the Asian greenhouse.
So what could we find in here?
Well, in the Asian greenhouse, we put plants that aren't able to survive outside of it because we're subtropical.
Yes.
We're not truly tropical. Some of the spices and some of the scented plants would be our bay rums, like our variegated bay rum, if you would like to smell that.
Yeah.
It's used to make things like deodorants, perfumes,
yeah.
stuff like that. It's also
Definitely
used
has that-
for
that-
teas, yeah.
Very
And
interesting.
then we have our lemon bay rum right here.
Different scent on
It's gonna
this.
smell like lemon pledge.
Oh, it really does, I have to say. Everything, this has been such a delight for the senses.
There's a lot of local nurseries that will actually sell these bay rums, the bay rum lemon mostly, and it's very a very good tree to have at your house and use for fragrance inside the house. If you cut the branches and set by the window, I put it in my air conditioner vent in my truck.
Wow.
So it's just a great smell.
Multi-use.
And multi-uses, yeah.
That's what we love here. And speaking of multi-use, are there other trees here or plants that have multi-use?
Yeah, there's lemongrass that we grow here. This is used to repel mosquitoes as well.
Ah, so again, not just for what you might use traditional lemongrass for, it is a mosquito repellent.
And for teas. And we also have our cinnamon tree here, which is a spice, but it's used for a lot of, this is our Ceylon cinnamon, used for a lot of cinnamon fragrance.
This is very cool. So Andrew, of course in here there's a lot of delicious fruit and spices and things that we can eat in this state, right, or smell. But there are also some things here that perhaps may need a little care when preparing so it's not poisonous.
Yeah, we have some of those. If you want, I can go show you.
Yeah, let's go check it out. So this is the poisonous fruit section, huh?
It's one of them, yeah.
So there's several throughout the property?
Yeah.
Now tell me about what we're looking at here. What type of plant or tree is this?
So this is actually a cashew tree, and you can see it has little baby fruits growing on it. Cashews are actually a relative of poison ivy. So the actual cashew nut has an oil on it that if you touch it, a lot of people get a rash from it or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So that's why we say just caution poisonous fruit, so that way people wouldn't eat the seed or touch the seed itself. The actual meat is edible.
Oh.
Mangoes are another relative of poison ivy.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of people
realize.
who can't touch the skin or get the sap on them or can't even eat it.
So a lot of what we see, even if it's marked with a sign, there are certain things that you need to know, which is why a lot of these tours are so important.
Exactly.
People like you who have the knowledge of what is okay to eat when.
Exactly.
Well, we have more to see. We're going to continue touring through the Fruit and Spice Park when we come back. Coming up next, elevate your culinary skills with homegrown herbs and veggies on SoFlo Home Project.
Good Greek is not just your trusted moving and storage company. We are your total relocation solutions, and it all begins with the real estate process. Our Good Greek realtors and just as important, our Good Greek referral partners are gonna help you get the most value out of your existing house, and we're gonna help you find that dream home. So Good Greek Realty can help you do all of that and more. So one phone call to Good Greek and we can make it all happen. Find you that house, sell your house, and take care of the moving and storage for you. When a customer lists or buys their home through Good Greek Realty, they'll receive $500 worth of packing supplies for free. At Good Greek Moving and Storage, we appreciate our clients, and we put together the Good Greek Welcome Home Gift Box, which contains over $1,500 worth of gift cards to local restaurants, businesses, and home repair services. We know that moving can be hectic, and at Good Greek, we provide another benefit to the customers by way of our concierge service. We help clients transfer their phone, utility, entertainment services, and more, and at no additional cost. Good Greek's got a great real estate team, but the real strength behind Good Greek is our robust realtor referral program. We work with the best of the best with such companies as Kai's, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, and more. So whether a client needs a condo on the beach or they're looking for that golf course community home, we're gonna connect them with the realtor that specializes in exactly what they're looking for. And although Good Greek Realty's got realtors throughout the state of Florida, we can also help clients anywhere in the United States. At Good Greek, we provide total relocation solutions, whether it's residential or commercial, and we're gonna provide the best move ever to our clients. So whether you're buying or selling, residential or commercial, give Good Greek Realty a call.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Your property doesn't have to sustain a flood of 12 inches of rain to become a serious problem. A simple leak as a roof leak or a bathroom pipe break can be an issue. Mold spores can grow rapidly throughout your home or your business. A popular question I get asked often is, what is the difference between mitigation and remediation? A mitigation company can offer one or the other. Ace Restoration Services offers both. Mitigation is when you're controlling the damage. Remediation is a more elaborate process which requires setting up containment to avoid cross-contamination. Part of the mold remediation process is hiring a good mold assessor. Hiring a good mold assessor is imperative, which he will provide a protocol with a PRV. A PRV is an air clearance certification. Do keep in mind, in the state of Florida, this can only be done by a licensed state professional, such as a licensed mold assessor and a licensed mold remediator. Ace Restoration Services is offering full home decontamination with a 50% off new customer low price offer. Services include air duct, dryer vent, and crawl space cleaning. We also offer humidity control. Ace's home decontamination can eliminate mold spores, pet dander, dust, odors, and alleviates chronic allergies. Our state-of-the-art equipment and expert staff will restore optimal clean, breathable air into your home. Call in the next 5 minutes for 50% discount. 786-732-2779. Let us manage your damage.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our day here at the Fruit and Spice Park with Andrew Willick, guest services representative. So Andrew, it's been fun. We have seen poisonous fruit. We have seen beautiful fruit trees, sampled fruit. But now we want to switch gears to herbs.
All right.
So where are we currently at?
We are in the herb garden at the Fruit and Spice Park.
So over here I see some Spanish licorice, a couple of other things.
Yeah, we have our Spanish licorice here. This is our parsley plant, which is a seasonal plant. It grows in full sun. And then we have our bronze fennel right here. And then that big plant right there that we let go to seed is our dill plant for dill pickles.
Wow, so a lot of stuff here.
Lots of stuff.
I even had some sunflowers and things like that on the way
We got
in.
sunflowers, and we're letting those go to seed too, so we can plant more.
I love that, so it kind of goes full circle.
Exactly, yeah.
So a lot more on this side. I'm seeing kale, right?
Yeah,
and
we
some
have
other things,
a couple
bok
of
choy.
kale plants over there, and we have our pak choy in this one. And then over there we have our red salad bowl lettuce. You kind of notice like all the plants in our herb garden are slowly fading away as we enter summertime or exiting our planting season for herbs.
So technically, if you were, it would be more in the cooler months here
In the
for South
fall,
Florida.
then winter, and early spring.
Anything else in this particular area in the herb garden that's a little different and unexpected?
We also have our water lilies and our water lotus, which is hydrophobic, which means the water just bounces right off the top of it.
So it kind of beads up and doesn't actually run off.
Yeah.
It just pops off.
Looks like little bubbles of mercury on there.
Wow, very cool stuff. So Andrew, a lot of these herbs are things that perhaps a lot of homeowners want to have in their own home if they don't already have a smaller herb garden or something quite larger. Are there any tips for keeping them alive or keeping them abundant?
Well, it really depends on what plant you have. If you're trying to grow things like tomatoes in the wintertime or sunflowers in the wintertime, you want to make sure you water them every other day. In the summertime, if you're going to try to grow something, put it in shade. Just basically do your research on which plant you're doing.
Of course, the Fruit and Spice Park is more of an educational type of park, correct?
Yes. So we don't sell any fruits or trees here. We're just here to teach people. We're basically a plant version of the zoo. We do organize some festivals where we have local vendors bring their fruits and their trees, and they'll sell them at our events, but it's not us selling our stuff.
Well, it's a great place to just get inspiration and to enjoy all that nature has to offer. Next, bring life to your small outdoor spaces with potted fruit trees on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are here with Andrew Willick continuing our tour at the Fruit and Spice Park. So Andrew, we have gotten to see a lot. We've seen herbs, we've seen fruit, we've tasted fruit, we've walked through. Now we're on the final stop of our tour. I know there's a lot of land here, but we've kind of bought you some of the best parts throughout.
Exactly, yeah.
And now I wanted to switch gears and talk about more of the potted types of trees and how those could be a benefit to homeowners.
Yeah. So we have a few of these potted trees behind us. These were planted a few years ago to show people that you don't have to put a tree in the ground in order to have tropical fruits.
Great.
You can have trees on your patios. And we have a variety of things here.
If homeowners were thinking about having a fruit tree on their property, these are some of the types that, not all types can maybe be potted, perhaps?
There are some trees that shouldn't be potted. There's a lot of tall varieties of mango trees that shouldn't be put in pots. You would like to do a dwarf variety, such as the ice cream mango or the orange sherbet mango.
Well, those both sound delicious.
Yeah, they are.
So, are there any other benefits of bringing more of the potted trees throughout a home? And could those even go on a terrace or balcony, depending on sunlight exposure?
They should be able to, depending on how much light it gets. Another benefit to us having it in the pots, it's pretty easy to control the pH level with the soil. So for trees like our miracle fruit or citrus, they need acidic soil. So we're able to control it a lot easier in a pot.
Ah, all good stuff. Now, if anyone wants to come out here and visit the Fruit and Spice Park, it is a great place here in the Redlands.
Yes, it is.
How many days a week are you open?
We're open every day of the year except for Thanksgiving and Christmas, 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Oh, so you can get there just about every day. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and taking us through.
This is my pleasure.
Have a great one. Thank you. And now, bringing you back inside the home for some design inspiration, take a look at what we have for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. When updating your home, consider elevating your style by integrating old and new decor. Join me as we tour a renovated 1940s home that holds all of its old world charm. To our viewers, we want to wish you a safe Memorial Day weekend, and we hope to see you back here next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.